And with that, we welcome you into the PokerGO Studio. This is the Global Poker Awards. You guys are here. You guys have made it. You guys can clap. It is allowed. It is encouraged. I'm Jeff Platt, happy to be back as your host. So happy to be joined once again by Drea Renee. She has your interviews covered. Now, before we get started, I just want to clear something up. Our WPT World Champion, Daniel Seppiel, who's here, by the way. Let's hear it for the champ. A lot of rumors of him being cornered in the back by Adam Pliska asking for about $2.4 million back. Those rumors, not true, didn't happen. I would be careful on that boat, though, Danny. We also have in attendance the only person happier than Seppiel with that $2.4 million WPT overlay. Jack Ethel is here. You guys knew that was coming. You knew something was coming. Jack being here reminds me that the WSOP recently released its schedule. It's still such a prestigious series with only 852 bracelets up for grabs. Some great work by both the World Series of Poker and by the WPT. Some well-deserved nominations across the board and a well-deserved award of merit for Game of Gold, huh? Let's hear it for Game of Gold. Unquestionably, the hottest show in poker. I don't know if you saw earlier today, they just released the cast list for season 2. It's actually just Matt Berkey and Daniel Negreanu. They're just going to argue back and forth for about 8 hours. Nobody's going to be wrong. It's going to be a great show. It was also great on Game of Gold to see Ali Najad and Maria Ho finally catch a break in this industry and get some camera time. Now, they've hosted this show before, so they get to be on the hottest show in poker. And I get somebody coming up to me telling me they busted the South Point Nightly because I talked to them 2 years ago. Just doesn't really balance out so well. So I'm going to address this curse topic once and for all, and then we're just going to be done for the night, okay? So it's just not a thing. I mean, look at all of the shows that I've worked on, and none of them have been affected by this thing that they... come on!
I'm Ken Dudlow, and tonight the story of a curse. A once beloved and celebrated figure in the poker world, local poker broadcaster Jeff Platt is now shunned and feared due to his sinister baggage. The Platt Splat, or what is now more widely known as the Platt Curse. What started as a joke propagated by tournament professional Sean Deeb during the World Series of Poker main event became anything but a laughing matter.
Oh boy. Full story to come later tonight. I'll clear things up with Ken Dudlow. All right, to get the show officially started, let us welcome the president of GPI THM, Mr. Eric Denis.
I was going to shake Jeff's hand, but we probably shouldn't have a great show. Everyone watching at home, thank you for joining us. Everyone in attendance, win or lose, have a great time tonight. I was just outside Las Vegas, one of the greatest cities in the world. It's buzzing right now. The weather's perfect. Have a great time tonight. I just wanted to touch on a few things before we start. Before we start hanging out some hardware, and good news, we have trophies this year for all of you. They're back. I want to say special hello to my wife, Casey, who's sick and can't be here. She said I look like George Clooney, so I will be leaving the PokerGO Studio in 1 minute and go back home. A lot of familiar faces in the crowd. Next year will be our 10th year in America. I see a lot of faces that have been here from day one. I saw my friend Joseph Ingram, who was known by everyone back then, but now he's known by everyone plus 10. So, Joey, thank you for coming. Nice to see you. Have a great night tonight. And to everyone who's been with us since day one, thank you so much. Hope you have a great time. I did want to spend a few seconds for a special thank you to Timothy Duckworth. He's in attendance tonight. As Francine Watson saw yesterday, Jeff has a passion for poker. He spent about 45 minutes to tell me how bad of a job I'm doing with the award, so thank you, Jeff. But on a more positive note, the Hendemok, for the first time ever, reached 37 million page views last year. Thanks to Tim, 85% of that traffic came from him, so thank you, Tim. On a more serious note, our In Memoriam segment that we've been running for a few years would have never happened without two people in particular, Chad Holloway, who helped us again this year, and Jennifer Newell, who's in St. Louis. Thank you to you both. It's a stressful video. We don't want to miss anyone, and if we did, we do apologize in advance. But thanks to good people like Chad, I think you'll see that we did a great job this year with the video again. To Carrie Katz, to Brent Hanks, to Maury Escondani, I say this every year, but the fact that I get to say that I'm friends with Maury Escondani is one of the greatest things, one of the greatest thrills of my life. I say that to everyone back home, and they're always excited for me for that. Big thank you for your support. We signed a new deal with PokerGO to have these awards this year, and we hope that that continues for years to come. So thank you to PokerGO. I always add to my notes that PokerGO is a big, big operation, and there's people here working tonight. It's not just the staff or the team that's sitting down over there. So to Pat, to Zach, to Liz, I got Liz caffeinated. It's going to be a good night. And to everyone working at the show, thank you so much. You guys do all the hard work. You make us look great, so thank you for all your time. Speaking of hard work, to my team, oh, that one I always start crying, so I'll try to go fast so I don't miss that. To Hans, Hans works tirelessly for these awards. Hans and I brutalize ourselves for these things, so thank you to Hans. To Fiobian from Malta, to Wes and Roland from London, to AC from Halifax, Nova Scotia, to Kevin Mathers from Syracuse, New York. Go Orange! To Richard and to Sem, a huge thank you for all you do. By the way, after this is over, you're on your own, have a great time. However, work starts again Monday morning, so get on there for that. And finally, to every poker fan, every poker player, media person, industry member, congrats on another great year. 2023 was a banner year for poker. We'll release some stats later on in the month or in March, but by far the biggest year ever for tournament poker, records broken around the world. I'm not the first one to tell you that, but money-wise, it's been just an amazing year. So good luck to everyone tonight. Before I leave you in the capable hands of Jeff and Drea, and I think we should maybe a round of applause for Jeff and Drea. Is that good? They make it look so easy, but it's not an easy job. Although I talked to Ali Najad, who says, Platt's just average. Well, that's good. I'm honored and privileged to present the first award tonight for GPI Female Player of the Year.
Kristen Foxen began the 2023 season with a trio of Vegas top 10 finishes, but it was her fourth place finish at a PGT US Poker Open event right here in the PokerGO Studio that catapulted her into first in the female POY race for the time of the season. A strong performance at the WPT World Championship at Wynn Las Vegas secured her spot at number 1. Kristen would finish the year ranked number 1 for 35 straight weeks, winning an incredible 4th GPI Female POY title. Her poker campaign included 20 results, 7 top 10 finishes, and $1.19 million in winnings. Kristen Foxen, GPI Female Player of the Year.
Kristen's already leading the GPI POI race and the GPI Female Player POI race, so I think the Foxens need to go to IKEA to get maybe a new shelf for this. Congratulations, Kristen, 4-time Female Player of the Year, and more importantly, fellow Canadian.
Okay, I wasn't expecting to go first. And it's always much more comfortable to play than to speak here. But I did write a little something, so let me do this. 1 second. All right. First off, thank you to GPI and PokerGO for hosting this event and recognizing all of the amazing talent within each aspect of the poker industry. I'm always a bit conflicted about this award, to be honest. To me, one of the greatest aspects of poker is the fact that everyone is competing on a completely even and equal playing field. Size, sorry Alex, gender, or age doesn't matter. As a 20-year-old girl, I actually felt empowered sitting at a poker table amongst businessmen and other poker pros, knowing that the only thing that could stop me from taking their money was their poker ability. Thanks also to Alex for reminding me of this from time to time. So, the idea of separating men and women when it comes to poker in any capacity is something that I don't like to encourage. With that being said, recognizing the success of women in poker will hopefully highlight the fair playing field and encourage other women to feel comfortable playing with confidence this unbiased great game. It's been really fun to see the level of competition for this award get tougher and tougher each year, and I hope to see that continue. Thank you.
Up next is the award for Best Mid-Major Circuit or Tour. Now, Kristen and Alex are two of my absolute favorite people in the poker world, but I gotta admit, I hate seeing them at my table in these tournaments. The entire world is represented in this category. Here are the nominees.
Best Mid-Major Circuit. Brazilian Series of Poker. Run Good Poker Series. World Series of Poker Circuit. WPT Prime.
And the winner is WPT Prime.
You're not going to hear much from me because I just went like something. How many years ago? Where are you, Kathy? We have this problem at the office all the time. Where's Kathy? How many years ago did I meet you, Kathy?
10 years ago.
10 years ago. So 10 years ago, an intern in our China office came to pick me up at the airport. And I'm going to let, first of all, I just want to recognize that Kathy, you know, Angelica Hale has done such a great job. Kathy has taken control and really added so much to this prime, but Kathy was an intern who worked her way up in the World Poker Tour. She has, what she's done here, and to me, I say to her, I always say she's my favorite American story. She is wonderful, she's passionate. She now has a beautiful son who's my godson, and I'm so proud of her. So Kathy, congratulations to you and the team over there and everybody else, and thank you all for recognizing this.
Oops, I should have worn higher heels. Well, thank you, Adam. I'm very honored to accept this award on behalf of WPT Prime. WPT Prime was founded about 2 years ago. Since then, we have expanded our footprint to across 12 countries in 4 continents and have been smashing records. Well, our season-ending Prime Championship at the Win got over 10,000 entries and awarded over 1.3 million to the champion, the largest first place prize money in history ever. We have always strived to be more than, to grow the game of poker. Excuse me. One of the things that we're committed to is to bring poker to people around the world, including those new and underserved markets. By bringing those good poker experience, we are hoping to we'll bring people together and creating new opportunities for players, for fans. I'm the living case. My my life, my course was changed because of WPT. Now, I'd like to give our sincerest thanks to our global casino partners and loyal players who continue to support the tour. Without you, there's no Prime. I also want to give thanks to the entire global tour management department. Anna, Pinky, Sergio, Madison, Lauren, Kat and Sam at that table. This award is a dedication to your hard work. Is a testament to your hard work and dedication of each of you. Thank you, Adam, for your outstanding leadership. Thank you, Angelica Hill. I know you're watching, for your unwavering support throughout. Adam and Ange have been the constant source of inspiration for the tour. Your vision has helped us to achieve this incredible success on a global scale. Thank you, Danny McDonough, who is the engine behind the Prime events in the Asia Pacific. Matt Savage, thank you for always thinking about players. And our rest of talent, Vince and Tony, our Royal Flush crew, our ambassadors, photographers, videographers, and reporters. Every one of you is integral part of this success. Sorry, a lot of thanks.
You're gonna get the cane soon.
And finally, this award is dedicated to the entire WPT family, who really cares about poker and each other. It's such a blessing to work along with you all. Thank you again. Thank you, GPI. Thank you, PokerGO, for making this happen. Thanks again for the honor. We look forward to see you on the WPT Prime Tour.
That was beautiful, Adam and Kathy. Thank you. Usually after that award, it's just Tana drunk up here, takes a shot of tequila, says something from Fast and the Furious, and then we move on. Up next, it is Player's Choice for Toughest Opponent. Now, the top 100 players in the world voted on this one. Rampage accepted this award last year for Stephen Chidwick. This year, Chidwick continues to crush and is nominated again. Rampage continues to lose a lot of money. Here are the nominees.
Player's Choice. Stephen Chidwick. Alex Foxen. Isaac Haxton. Jason Kuhn.
And the winner is Stephen Chidwick. Now, Stephen couldn't be here tonight. I will happily accept that on my good friend's behalf. We're still not friends, really. Very intimidated by him. Here to present the next award is PokerGO social media director, live reporter, venue coordinator, coffee runner, personal assistant to Maury, the lesser-known co-host of the PokerGO podcast, and commissioner of the PGT Global Poker Award winner, Tim Duckworth.
Thanks for those kind words, Jeff. The Global Poker Award for Best Written Media Content had some incredible work in 2023. Here are your nominees.
Best Media Content Written. The Tales of Billy Baxter. The Final Days of Stu Unger. David Hill for WPT.com. The Truth Detective. A poker player's guide to a complex world. Alex O'Brien. He played at an elite level for 7 decades. Doyle Brunson remembered. Connor Richards for Poker News. PokerGO might have just saved televised poker. Brad Willis for Poker.org.
And the winner is David Hill.
That's pretty cool. Thanks to Lance Bradley for assigning me this story, and to Tim for his amazing edits, and everybody at WPT for this. I'm a writer. I write a lot of different kinds of stories, but my favorite kinds of stories to write are gambling stories. And I have this kind of speech that I've practiced many times throughout my life whenever I've talked to editors or agents or producers trying to pitch them hat in hand some gambling yarn. And I thought I might share it with you guys tonight if I won this. I tell them that gambling stories are the best kind of stories that you can tell because they have everything that a good story needs. A gambling story has risk, which is essentially just bravery, heroes showing courage in the face of danger. Gambling stories have luck, which is essentially magic, the unseen forces that control the world around us. And gambling stories have wit. There's this saying that I like a lot, that the strong prey on the weak, but the clever prey on the strong. And everybody loves stories about the clever preying on the strong, and that's what gambling stories are. The reason that people like stories like this is because most people, like myself, are not brave or lucky or clever. So I appreciate everybody in this room for being all those things so that I can tell your stories. But most importantly, I appreciate Billy Baxter for the incredible life that he has lived and the stories that he continues to create, even now into his 80s. I appreciate him and thank him for trusting me to tell his story the right way. I was thinking about this morning, and when I first met him and he invited me into his home, he lives in this beautiful, gorgeous home with, fine art all over the walls. The first thing that Billy did was he took me to show me all of his trophies. And some of them were older than I was. And so these were monuments, these were totems to moments in his life that he was proud of. And so thank you for this trophy. And I just hope I'm lucky enough to live to be 84, and maybe one day I'll take this thing off the shelf and blow the dust off of it and show it to some wide-eyed whippersnapper like me. So thank you again. Appreciate this.
No rulings needed at these tables, but if we needed one, we would be in good shape. Our next award is for Best Tournament Director, and here are the nominees.
Tournament Director, Jack Ethel, Ray Pulford, Matt Savage, Toby Stone,
and the winner is Toby Stone. Unfortunately, Toby couldn't be here tonight. I hear he's a little busy, right? We happily accept this award on his behalf. Now, before we get to our next award, let us send it out to the floor. For the first time tonight, here is Drea Renee. Hey, Drea.
Hey, Jeff. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be back and a part of this incredible evening. I am now joined by the talented and a man who can do it all, Ali Nejad. Ali, I mean, you are a standout in your field, being nominated once again for Broadcaster of the Year, but you haven't won it yet.
No.
Do you feel like this is your year? I heard what you said about Jeff.
I think, where is this whole thing about me saying something about Jeff is concerned? No, I mean, listen, this year in particular, I've worked with every single person who's in the category, and I don't think they can put a foot wrong no matter who wins it, because genuinely, and I'm not just saying this, like everybody who's been nominated is good, so there's not going to be any hard feelings on this end.
Okay, we'll see, we'll see. Fantastic job hosting the show that has lit the poker world on fire, Game of Gold. Tell us a little bit about your experience and one of your most memorable moments.
Yeah, I mean, look, it lit the poker world on fire, that's for sure. It had very little to do with me, because I wasn't a big part of the final project, but I was super flattered that Gigi would tap me to come out there and be a part of the festivities, and it was just something different in kind of an industry where sometimes we're challenged, right, to innovate and come up with new iterations of content. And so obviously I'm looking forward to season 2. Obviously it was wonderful for Maria and everybody who was a part of it, and I think to get poker players who can be a little bit apathetic at times about the game, excited about doing something a little bit different is always a good thing. So looking forward to see what's in store for season 2.
So are there any surprises coming up for season 2?
You know what's funny? I just had a conference call with the guys from GG a couple of nights ago, and you would think I would have the inside track on that info. And no matter how hard I tried to get them to give me something about when are we filming, where are we filming, are we doing anything different, can I be a part of it? They were like, you'll find out when the time is right. I was like, okay, so I got nothing. I'm not holding back. I'll let you guys know when I know.
And you're a busy guy, Ali. What's up next for you?
I will be heading to South Korea, to Jeju, for the Triton Super High Roller Series coming up in just about a week's time. And, you know, those things go for a while, so I'll be a month in the cold out that way. But no complaints. You know, I love to travel and love working for those guys and everybody else who, you know, continues to give me an opportunity to do what I do. And, you know, there are worse ways to get by, so I'm very thankful.
Well, you were definitely one of the best. Well, congratulations and thanks for your time.
Of course. Thank you.
Back to you, Jeff.
All right, thank you so much. Dre, you said a standout. A standout, there are like 6 of us total in the whole entire industry. And now a time for a look at the resume put together by the GPI Player of the Year, Bin Wang.
Despite a strong start to 2023, winning one of the first events of the year at Borgata, a WSOP circuit main event ring in Las Vegas, and the WPT Showdown Championship at Seminole, Bin Wang would need to wait until September to take over the GPI Player of the Year race. A few more wins and high-scoring results would follow, and Bin would end the 2023 poker season on top of the leaderboard for 18 consecutive weeks and hold on to win POY. Wang would earn results in Atlantic City, Florida, Philadelphia, Las Vegas, Maryland, Oklahoma, and Texas in 2023. His 2023 campaign included 55 results, 6 wins, 20 top 10 finishes, and a career best $6.64 million in winnings. Bin Wang, GPI Poker Player of the Year.
Bin could not be here tonight. There's a $150 nightly at Horseshoe Council Bluffs he had to play, but we will happily accept this award on his behalf. Now, the Run Good Poker Series failed to win their 13th straight mid-major trophy tonight, so this next presenter could be a bit dangerous. I heard Tana is getting after it. We haven't seen anybody this drunk here since Jeff Lennon, 23 minutes into the PGT Championship. Here's the man who got in the seat, Tana Karn.
Thank you for that rousing introduction, Jeff. I appreciate that. My legacy outlives me, I guess. But I'm super excited to be up here for this next category, whether it's long or short form, whether it's a $20,000 camera or a $1,000 iPhone. Please never stop creating. I'm here to present the best media content for best video. Here are the nominees.
Best Media Content Video. Caitlin Komeski, A Love Letter to the $1 Million Game at Hustler Casino. Phil Galfond, Matty Haju, What Makes Phil Ivey the GOAT? Untold Stories. PokerGO, Doyle Brunson's Celebration of Life. Marley Sprague, ICM.
And the winner is PokerGO, Celebration of Life.
What an amazing life is celebrated. And 2 people tirelessly worked for this video to happen. One, you all know, Brian Ballswell. He's not here. He promised he'll come up later, come on over and take some photos. But he played a big role, and of course, many other folks from Caesars, WSOP, giving us the space and the opportunity. But there was one person that produced this event, and he's actually here right now producing this event. So Pat McMath, can you get out of the control room and come over here as soon as you can, please? I've been working with this man for 18 years. Come on, Pat. I've been working with him for 18 years. Do not know one person that can put in 14-hour days, day after day, during WSOP and many other events that we've done. Pat, you really deserve this.
Hey. Thank you so much, Maury. I mean, it's been an absolute honor to work with Maury for so many years on so many shows, and I was so thankful to be a part of this Celebration of Life show for Doyle. I knew this show was so important to Maury and to the entire poker community. A lot of people to thank on this, especially Brian Balsba. Brian did an amazing job hosting the show. Watch out, Jeff. He might be coming for this next year. A huge thank you to WSOP, Ty Stewart, Jack Ethel, all the work that they did to help with this ceremony during a very busy World Series of Poker. I'd like to thank my amazing crew that worked on the show. John Bovenizer, Antonio Brego, Paul Campbell, who's out here on the camera, and Ben Zook, who edited this thing. He did an amazing job. Also want to thank just everybody. I want to also thank my beautiful wife at home, Alex. She has supported me so much. And I want to thank everybody in this room. I want to thank that everybody comes here. It's our 5th year doing it. It was my 5th year doing this show. I hope everybody's having a great time. Last thing, I want to thank everybody back in the control room. I'm coming. All right. Enjoy the show.
Just to clarify, Pat, Paul Deng is on camera. Paul Campbell just sits here and gets hammered every Bobo Poker Awards night. Give Pat a little time to get back there. All right, up next is the award that honors the best vloggers, those who allow us to see the player's perspective. And that perspective, of course, includes, hey, dealer, please hold up. This is a $50 pot, and I want to show the run out where my opponent had aces and lost. Thank you. Here are the nominees.
Vlogger. Jamon Burton. Corey Eyring. Daniel Negreanu. Brad Owen. Alexander Zeit.
And the winner is Jamon Burton. Jamon couldn't be here tonight, unfortunately, but we happily accept that well-deserved award on his behalf. Now, Daniel Negreanu sent me a winner's speech just in case. I figured I'd go ahead and read it. Daniel says, quote, "Of course I won. What the fuck is wrong with you idiots?" Moving on. When we're scrolling Twitter, I think it's fair to say if you're funny and you don't get into politics, we like you. Here are the nominees for Best Twitter/X Personality.
X, Twitter Personality. Caitlin Komeski. Will Jaffe. Jamie Kerstetter. Marley Sprague.
And the winner is... it's Marley Sprague. Marley did tweet, by the way, that she was considering a red-eye to Vegas for the awards show. But we'll take that award, or we'll give it to one of you guys. Thank you, Nikki, for the assistance, or Melissa, whichever one of you that was. Appreciate that. Our next presenter was recently updating his Instagram followers on his Furman, New Mexico Sanford College Hoops parlay. That's Sanford, not Stanford. And he's nominated for Best Poker Personality. Well, he has my vote. Here's Sethy Poker.
Thank you, Jeff, for the kind words. I appreciate that. By the way, that bet did hit, so nice. Thank you. It's an absolute pleasure and honor to be here. We've had some crazy final table performances this year. Let's see those nominees.
Final table performance. Poreg O'Neill, EPT Prague. Eric Seidel, WSOP Paradise Super High Roller. Daniel Sepiol, WPT World Championship at Wynn Las Vegas. Daniel Weinman, WSOP Main Event.
And the winner is Daniel Sepiol.
So I definitely didn't write anything for this, so we'll see how it goes. But wanted to thank GPI and PokerGO for having all of this out. Want to thank Ray and the Win for being the best poker room in Vegas. I think it's everyone's favorite room to play. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, everyone at WPT for maybe a little biased, but hosting the best, running the best tournament of all time. Got to thank my parents, like my two biggest supporters. My first poker memory is playing heads-up 7-card stud versus my dad on the couch. Thank my beautiful girlfriend Maricar supporting me. Two good buddies, Taylor Black and Daniel Swartz. They really believed in me. And then lastly, when I was 18 years old, I moved down to Bloomington, Indiana, and the first real professional poker player I met was Justin Brown, and I immediately looked up to him and thought he was the coolest guy I know. And you know, as the years went on, as we got closer, I looked up to him in many other ways but poker. And if I never met you, Justin, I'd definitely never win this. So, love you, buddy. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Daniel. That was great, and congratulations. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. Let us send it out to Drea Renee on the floor. Drea.
Thanks, Jeff. I am now joined by the multi-talented and so funny Caitlin Kamensky. Caitlin, first of all, you look amazing. You do. Yes, girl. Yes. You're coming into tonight with 3 nominations. What does it mean to you to be so well loved by the poker community?
What an outrageous question. Oh, my God. I don't know if that's true. I mean, I'm 0-2.
It's absolutely true.
I'm 0-2 so far, and if I go 0-3, I'm going to put shoe polish all over Jeff Platt's car. I'm going to put tacks in Tim Duckworth's rugby shoes. And I'm going to, I don't know, throw a water balloon filled with pudding at Moria Scandiari. I'm sorry, those are my demands. Those are my threats. Those are my demands. And that's what I'm going with.
Okay, all right, you guys heard it here first. Okay, talk to me about these impersonations. I mean, you do everyone. Who are some of your favorites to impersonate?
Matt Berkey is hilarious. His mastery of the English language is a unique treasure that I adore. I love Nick Vertucci, my buddy. Nobody looks better in a pair of aviators. Veronica Brill, the gorgeous. I mean, I like doing any of the hot girls. Anytime I can put on a blonde wig and cosplay as a hot girl, like, count me in. I'm done. I'm there. Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone you'd like to do that you haven't yet?
Well, I love your questions, by the way. I haven't done Jeff Platt yet. I think I'm going to need to do Jeff Platt. And just like looking around the room, Tana Karn would be a great one. Haley, there's another quality hot girl that I have got to do.
Okay, and what's coming up for you next, Caitlin? Could we see you on Game of Gold Season 2, maybe?
If this is my audition, yes, I would love to go on the hit poker show, Drea. Yes, I am down and available for.
Give us your pitch.
Hire me. I am pretty good at poker, got decent results, and also I'm outrageous. And I did not know I was doing this interview. So
Thank you so much, Caitlin, and good luck tonight. Back to you, Jeff.
We run through these things in rehearsals, and you just can't imitate a Caitlin. You just never know what we're going to get. Case in point. Thank you, Drea. Thank you, Caitlin. Let's take a look at an incredible 2023 from our mid-major player of the year, Nick Papillo.
The 2023 mid-major POY race was wide open throughout the season, going right down to the wire as Preston McEwen and company were chasing Nick Papillo. But in the end, Pupillo would survive to win the title. Pupillo grabbed the mid-major lead in July following a strong showing during the summer in Vegas, where he captured his first World Series of Poker bracelet. A late win in the Dealer's Choice Championship at the WPT World Championship at Wynn Las Vegas would prove to be crucial in Nick securing the title. Pupillo would end 2023 sitting atop the mid-major POY leaderboard for 25 consecutive weeks. Nick would earn results in Atlantic City, Oklahoma, Northern California, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and Mississippi in 2023. His 2023 campaign included 45 results, 3 wins, 21 top 10 finishes, and a career best $974,000 in winnings. Nicholas Pupillo, GPI Mid-Major Player of the Year.
Nick could not be here tonight. We will happily accept this beautiful award on his behalf. That guy owns my soul. Okay, moving on. Some awards we wanted to hit on that were handed out before the show. We have Fans' Choice for Best Hand. That was awarded to the Triton Poker Series for the craziest pre-flop action of all time. We have Best Streamer. That was Bert Stevens, the Chainsmoker, playing for millions on stream. That works for us. The Hendon Mob Award goes to Slovenia's Casey Castle. He now has 50 flags on his Hendon Mob. 50. That is absurd. And the PGT Player of the Year, Isaac Haxton. Let's hear it for Isaac. One of the most remarkable years we have ever seen, clearly just because he was wearing a mask. All right, up next, it's Best Podcast. Now, the preliminary list of nominees was only 1,874 entries long, but these 4 made the final stage.
Best Podcast. Only Friends Podcast. Poker in the Ears. The Chip Race Poker Podcast. Thinking Poker.
And the winner is the Chip Race. They couldn't be here tonight. They sent me a winner's statement. David, Dara, and Barry would like to thank Unibet Poker, in particular Chris Bergvall and Kat Arnsby, for their continued support. We'd also like to thank our long-suffering partner, Sharon, who does all our graphics, and Mireille, who buys all of Dara's signature flamboyant shirts. This award used to be so much easier to rig. You just needed to have dirt on Jamie Kerstetter. Now you need to beg Joe Stapleton not to campaign against you. Seriously, though, when we started the show, we just wanted to be half as good as Thinking Poker. We think Andrew and Carlos did extraordinary work this year and really hope that they win this award next year. At least Negreanu didn't boo after they won this year. I mean, he's not here, but still. All right, it is time for one of our new awards this year, Standalone Festival or Series. So different from the other tour and event awards, I guess. I'm not sure. Here's GPI THN's Roland Boothby. He'll help explain. Roland.
Thanks, Jeff. I'll do my best. With this new category, what we really wanted to do was acknowledge some of the incredible independent festivals that we have in our industry. These festivals, they coexist with the marquee tours that have probably done a little bit better over these awards over the years. But all the nominees tonight, they attract players from all around the world, and they are providing player experiences that are creating bucket list poker destinations for thousands of players around the world. And for that, they deserve our congratulations, all of them. And the nominees are...
Best Standalone Festival. Irish Poker Open. Malta Poker Festival. Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open. Win Millions Poker Series.
And the winner is the Win Millions.
Okay, gosh, didn't quite expect this, so we didn't prepare for this one. But a few things to say about the Win Millions. I think we were very fortunate. The first Win Millions was during a time that we would all like to forget, coming out of the pandemic, and super fortunate we were able to run this and bring a $10 million guarantee to the poker world, which hadn't been done for quite some time. We decided to run it back the next year and spent 3 days sweating a major loss, and I vowed I would never do that again. And then I met Adam and the folks from WPT, and we ran it straight back in December. So that's where we're at. But the Win Millions is going on right now. Very proud of it. It's a great series. Happens every March. And thanks to Ray and Andy here for putting together a phenomenal schedule. And thank you so much. No?
Thank you, guys.
I'm Ken Dudlow, and tonight the story of a curse. Let's have a bit of a devilish feel in here, you know? Were you just sitting here waiting for us the whole time?
What? No, I was just meditating. Come on in. How are you? Hey, Jeff Platt. Nice to meet you.
Ken Dudlow. Sorry, just gotta take precautions just in case.
A little weird?
Don't get that weird, but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Thanks for talking to us. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for coming to talk to me. I really appreciate the opportunity to clear this up.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's start with the main event this year. How did you go about choosing your victims?
Victims, I assume you're asking how I chose who to interview.
Sure.
And that's just a process between me and our producers, and then we move forward with potential interviews.
So what you're saying is the producers are in on this. Now, when you choose a victim, do you and the producers have some sort of agreement that you'll split their soul somehow?
Split their souls? I don't even know where to begin with that. Okay. What are you writing?
Just some notes.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. I knew this story had legs. I also knew we needed more inside info, but had to tread very, very carefully. We got another break when a man reached out to us going by the Buffalo Soldier. He said he was a coworker of Jeff Platt and had been studying the origins of the curse.
And you're certain you're going to blur my face out?
Of course. Your safety is our #1 priority.
Change my voice?
Yeah, all that, no problem.
Yeah, I work very closely with Jeff. I mean, we do shows pretty much every single day together. I'm petrified of the curse. I have a family, man.
Have you made any changes for when you guys are broadcasting together? You know, something to take precaution?
Yeah, you know, I don't want to make it obvious, but I do take as many precautions as I can.
Smart. You don't want to make it too obvious.
Right. So I have this working theory. You should take notes. Jeff moves to Sin City. He wants to get better at poker. Yeah. He sold his soul to the devil. Think about it. World Series, final tables, online poker, multiple tournament titles. I know Jeff. We all know Jeff. This doesn't just happen by accident.
Yeah, we've had other victims assume that the devil's work is at play as well. Makes sense.
I have evidence, Ken. I mean, take a look at this right here. That's another soul seller himself. That's Jeff and Sean Perry. They have horns.
The devil himself. Damning evidence.
Yeah, and there's more. Natalie Bodie, Phil Hellmuth. Look in the background.
I mean, there he
Jeff,
is.
horns. It's all right here.
Can I show you some photos?
Sure.
Maybe this will help.
Sure.
Okay. What do you think of that? What do you think of that?
What do I think of this? Ken, it's clearly just a Photoshop picture of my head detached from my body with horns on it, which
That is
I
a
don't
good
have.
point. Detached head from body, work of devil? Remember
No.
to look up on Satanpedia.
Work of Photoshop, and what the hell is Satanpedia?
Nice try. Let me show you one more photo, okay?
Okay.
Remember this? What do you think of that?
Well, do I remember this? No, Ken, because this is the Legions of Doom from WWE, and you just photoshopped my head on one body and Sean Perry's head on another.
Why are you so angry?
I'm not
you're
that angry, but this is
stuck
pretty ridiculous.
in a devil loop with Sean Perry.
There's no devil.
We can probably help you. Did you get stuck in the paid Telegram
Listen,
group?
there's no devil loop with Perry. There's no Okay, maybe he got me for a little bit on the Telegram picks and we had the Niners. But the whole devil thing, not a thing, no.
Jeff.
What is?
It's
like, I gotta be a dramatic reporter.
I am a dramatic reporter.
Is this
What
your
do you
60
expect?
Minutes audition, Ken?
No.
No.
After our interview with Jeff, we finally spoke with Eric Denis, president of GPI and the Hendon Mob, and he gave us the most alarming stat of all. Directly after the main event, the top 3 most searched for names on the Hendon Mob's website were number 3, Daniel Negreanu, number 2, Daniel Wyman, and number 1, I just saw Jeff Platt on my television. Am I going to die now? People are scared, and they want answers. We can only hope the authorities will do something soon. For all of us at... Gino, did you hear that?
I think his mic is still on.
What the hell is that?
All of these crybabies, Jeff talked to me and then I lost ace king versus eights. How about you take that tweet, shove it straight up your candy ass? And they don't even know. They don't even know that the curse is real.
Jeff.
All right, hard to say it's not a thing after watching that back. To present our next award, he is 112th on the all-time money list in the state of Ohio, Ben Ludlow.
Thank you. I heard a quote recently that said, photography is about capturing souls and not smiles. And this makes me wonder why Jeff Platt isn't nominated for this award tonight. But in all seriousness, it's an honor to celebrate the hardworking people who make us and our game look incredibly cool while we sit around in our sweats and complain about losing flips. Here are the nominees for Best Photo.
Best Media Content. Photo. Matthew Berglund. Haley Hawkstetler. Rachel K. Winter. Danny Maxwell.
And the winner is Rachel Winter.
Hello, this is so cool. Thank you.
I made a couple notes. I wanted to say thank you to GPI, Hand and Mob PokerGO for putting together this great event. It's really a great way to recognize the people in the industry that are working so tirelessly with so much passion throughout the year. I've only been in the industry for a couple years, but I've met many inspirational and really dedicated individuals in this industry. I'm really pleased to be a part of it. And I'm really thankful for a lot of people in the industry who keep bringing me on to photograph these events. Poker News, 8131 with Haley and Tana, the Run Good series, WSOP Circuit, WPT. I appreciate you guys just continually bringing me back. I love being a part of this industry. I can't imagine doing anything else. Special thanks to Nick Schulman for, after a crazy final table performance, just kind of being willing to play with me in that space and let me take a photo that I thought kind of captured the persona of his final table performance. So thank you to Nick. One more quick shout out to my husband, Brian, who's here with me. He is my biggest supporter, my best friend, and always my favorite winner to photograph. So thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. Congratulations. All right, it is time next for our charitable community initiative, something that is definitely an award that we cherish, and one that GPI THM wanted to add the word community to. It's such an easy choice when you add that word to the award to highlight the 2021 GPI Female Player of the Year, Nadia Magnus. She's had such an impact on the game. She's been so generous in giving away so many seats to women, to really influencing this upswing in female participation. Nadia is already mid-giveaway for 2 World Series of Poker main event seats. This is just what she does, and it's oh so impressive, and it is oh so important. So it's an honor of mine to accept this year's Global Poker Award for Charitable Community Initiative on behalf of Nadia Magnus. Let's hear it for Nadia. This beautiful, well-deserved trophy is waiting for her whenever she can make it here. All right, let's send it back to the field once again, and here is Drea Renee. Drea.
Thanks, Jeff. I am now joined by the hilarious Greg Goes All In. Greg, great content, love the YouTube. Tell me what it means to be here tonight, up for 2 nominations and being recognized by your peers and fans.
It means a lot to me, you know, because they say if you can't be good at poker, you at least have to be good at making memes. So here I am. Thank you for having me.
Greg, you put out a lot of content. How do you continue to come up with all of these fresh and funny ideas?
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge about making poker memes for 3 years is that, I don't know, after, I felt kind of like towards the end of the first year, I was like kind of like scraping the bottom of the barrel. But I think in the past year or so, I've experimented a lot with playing with characters and storyline, and that's been very helpful.
And there are a lot of funny people in the poker content space. I saw your bestie, Sethi, is here. Before the show, you said you guys had not beef, but chicken teriyaki. Can you elaborate?
That's correct. So for those who aren't familiar, I make poker memes on YouTube. And recently this year, there's been a new up-and-comer poker meme creator, and that is the Sethi Poker right there. And it threatens me immensely.
Are you feeling pressure to stay on top?
I feel a lot of pressure, but it's also at the same time really good to see other creators in the space. So I wouldn't say that Seth and I have beef. We have chicken teriyaki.
And what's coming up next for you, Greg?
Hopefully an award.
All right. Well, good luck tonight. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Drea.
Back to you, Jeff.
Well, Greg, we'll see if you get that award right here, right now. Best short-form content creator. Here to present this TikTok Trophy Award is the Vice President of PokerStars North America. Chops is here. Let's hear it from him.
An award near and dear to my heart. Poker content is in our DNA, going back to Wicked Chops, Raw Vegas, This Week in Poker, but also, thank you, to others in this room. Ali Najad, where are you, Ali? Yo. Poker Road, like, let's give a shout out to all of this old stuff that these guys created, which is partly why we're here today. Lance Bradley, Poker Biz, where are you? Exactly. That. It's a fun one, so let's see the nominees.
short-form content creator. Caitlin Komeski. Gregory Liao. Marley Sprague. Alexander Zeit.
Everybody worthy of this award, but there can only be one winner, and that would be Caitlin.
Whoa! Quit laughing at me. I'm going to be honest, y'all. I underestimated the amount of cleavage this dress had. I really did. I really did. I feel real out there. This is an impression of every man who's spoken to me tonight. Yeah, Caitlin, it's like really good to see you. Oh, I didn't realize there were so many rafters up there. Anyway, thank you for making eye contact. Y'all are all dears. I want to thank all of the brands that I've been lucky enough to work with and be hired by who have taken supporting me to, you know, actually like supporting my career and like how I pay rent. So I'm super grateful to Poker Night in America and Todd Anderson, who sponsored my podcast Aceholes and who hired me to do commentary for their live streams this summer. I want to thank Sarah Herring and Eric at poker.org. I dropped my award. I dropped my award. I'm a little nervous. It's okay. I want to thank WPT and PokerGO for hiring me to be a commentator. I am very graceful and great under pressure. I think that's, you know, emanating from me very clearly right now. I also don't think that I would have made it this far without the support of my female friends in poker and the women in poker. Some of the first women who ever followed me and spotlighted my work were Jamie Kerstetter and Veronica Brill. Y'all welcomed me in immediately with open arms. You always made it easy to be at events, and you befriended me, and I will ever be grateful for that. Veronica, it was my joy and pleasure to impersonate you. I've said it a bunch. You're the best. I love you. Thank you for being such a doll. I also want to thank my personal friends back in Texas, Pokerface Ash, Gorgeous in Houston, Jess Richards, Anastasia, Caroline, I love you. I also want to thank 3 of my really close female friends, Marley Sprague, Melissa Schubert, and my soulmate, Nikki Lima. I'm so sorry to your husband, but you're my soulmate. No, we actually sort of like first started to collaborate this year, or last year this time at the GPI Awards. This is like our 1-year anniversary, so thanks for coming to our 1-year anniversary, y'all. Honestly, like, you support me as a friend. It's so fun to collaborate with you. I'm forever grateful that we became close and we became friends and collaborators, and I can't wait till it's you up here next year receiving all the awards and getting all the praise. You're so special, and I can't wait for your big game episodes to air. Anyway, that's enough about Nikki. It's my word. I'm not going to say very much. I'm just looking for an ending. Let's look for an ending. Oh, so if anybody else would like to sponsor me as a player or hire me as a commentator, I'm really good at getting laughs. I don't know if it portrays on the TV, but like there are laughs in the room for sure. Anyway, thank you to Poker. Thanks for everyone who likes and retweets my videos, who leaves supportive comments, who says hi at poker tables when I'm like in my serious mode and you break me out and you remind me I'm a birthday clown. I forever am so grateful for the support and feedback that I've gotten from the poker community. And I've been talking a really long time now, so thank you, goodbye!
Caitlin, stay here. A couple problems with the trophy after you dropped it. If you could hold it up.
Did I dent it?
Yeah,
Did I dent it?
There's a chip at the top. There's a tear.
It's mine. I do what I want with it.
Okay, take it. Congratulations.
It's mine. You gave it to me.
All right. Don't. Just don't expect a new one. That scream from Nikki after Caitlin won, that was something. This next award is presented to the player that broke on to the poker scene in a huge way in 2023. The favorite for breakout player has to be Jeremy Becker with 20 live wins last year, which is 20 more than Landon. I was the Only Friends table, not a huge fan of that. Becker isn't nominated, by the way. Here are the nominees.
GPI Breakout Player. Jans Arons. William Kopp. Samuel Laskowitz. Santosh Savana.
And the winner is Jans Arons. Jan's couldn't be here tonight. We'll happily accept the award on his behalf in his 15th year of crushing poker. But breakout player works too. All right, up next is the Fans' Choice Award for Favorite Live Stream, our first year in a while without a massive cheating scandal to influence this one. I guess we'll save the cheating scandals for Best Online Poker Site. And the nominees are...
Fans' Choice, Best Live Stream. Hustler Casino Live. Poker at the Lodge. PokerGO. Poker Stars Live. Triton Poker.
And the winner is Poker Stars Live.
Oh, wow. I really wasn't expecting to win. Well, not me, the team. Wow. Thank you so much. This is a real honor and one that the team deserves so much. It's kind of, I feel really bad because I'm here sort of living up in Vegas whilst my entire team is in Paris working their butts off. So sorry, guys. Maybe there's something poetic in being live, working on something that's currently winning an award. Probably not. Anyway, thank you so much to Eric and the GPI for running these awards. Just super happy to be here, and thank you. And obviously, massive thank you to PokerStars. It has been a long time that PokerStars has been investing in content and just truly understands the power of telling these poker stories. So thank you so much for the continued support and believing in us and believing in the team. To the team themselves, there's too many names to mention. It takes a village, or probably in our case, a traveling circus to actually, make these things happen. But I got to call out a few people. Gary Davis, creative genius. Gary, thank you. Nina Hume, Nikki Clarkson, her team, just making stuff happen for us, getting us everywhere we need to be. Richard Taunton, taking care of tech and the edit. Thank you so much. Frank Baglino, our DP, and my husband. You know how good you are. Great partner in life and poker. Thank you. Ben Strivens, Chris Cohen, Paul Jackson, Matt Gilland, Justina Baran, Alan Saunders, Patrick Clown, and there are so many, but thank you. Thank you for the late nights. Thank you for your commitment and passion all the time. You go the extra mile consistently. And thank you also to our brilliant set, lighting, tech, and just this huge team that comes together. And actually, it's a team that really hasn't changed that much over the years. I think it's testament to how close we are. Thank you so much to every single one of you. Obviously, cannot not shout out to the amazing commentary team. James, Joe, Maria, Griffin, Nick. The fans tune in for you. You are consummate pros, all of you. You make us look good every day. So thank you. I love you guys. Thank you to the wider PokerStars fam. So Toby Stone, award-winning Toby Stone now. So I think it's not always the case that tournament and TV get along. But in our case, we absolutely do. We all come from the same place, this huge sort of point of passion and love for the game and the players. And so us coming together, we work together is always an absolute pleasure. It is super special to win this award. I want to thank all the fans for voting. Like, just how amazing to be recognized by the people that you're trying to entertain. So thank you so much. And thank you very much, obviously, to the players, like to every player who's been on our live streams and come up and cooperated and done interviews and probably jumped through way too many hoops than is acceptable when you're about to play for millions of dollars. I thank you so, so much for always kind of like being friendly to us, being nice to us, and helping us out. So thank you. Yeah, I've probably forgotten so many people, and I'm sorry if I have. But thank you, everybody. This is just amazing. Thank you.
If y'all need a sideline reporter, I've kind of been shunned in the States, so I'm happy to do a little bit of traveling for you guys. All right, our next category is the award for best event. Just off the list was the $200 Run Good Turbo Bounty at Thunder Valley, which I did win, by the way. That's not why I'm mentioning it. It's just very prestigious. Shout out Ben Irwin. Here to present this award, the owner of Card Player Lifestyle. Good to see him here in Vegas, a former Global Poker Award winner, Robbie Straczynski.
Thanks, Jeff. Really cool to be here. Eric asked me to present the award for best event, so it seems like a great opportunity to let you know that tomorrow, down the street, the Mixed Game Festival is going to be happening. You're welcome all to come. In all seriousness, here are the nominees for best poker event.
Best event. Irish Poker Open main event. World Series of Poker main event. WPT Prime Championship at Wynn Las Vegas. WPT World Championship at Wynn Las Vegas.
And the winner is the World Series of Poker main event.
Well, hi, everybody. I wasn't so sure that the World Series of Poker was going to get recognized this year, which I think is amazing. But first and foremost, I really do want to thank GPI, Eric, Maury, Pat McMath. Wow, he puts on a great show here. Jeff Platt, hope that doesn't make me unlucky talking about Jeff. Good guy. Standing next to Robbie. Robbie, don't get too close. But really, 2023, what a great year. It was a fantastic year. We had the best main event we ever had. We had 10,043 entries. We had the biggest overall festival that we've ever had. We had more players. We had more prize money. Between all the events and all the side events, we just were like a few $100s short of $500 million that actually came in through buy-ins at the World Series of Poker this year. So it was an amazing year, but it's also a testament of how popular poker is right now and the fact that, the main event continues to be the undisputed world championship and the tournament of the year that everybody wants to win. You win the main event, nobody's going to forget who you are. Dan Weinman, he picked up his $12.1 million. I know that's funny to some of you, but it was very historic for us. We've seen the main event be, a few hundred players, rise to several thousand players, go through a time when the UIGEA came in and online poker was not able to support the live event the way that it should. And then we went through this kind of resurgence where, you know, it was more, hey, let's all get together, let's all come out, and let's all figure out a way to build everything back up. And people started playing more live and less online, and then more online started coming about. And then, you know, eventually we saw GG Poker. GG Poker, fantastic, unbelievable. They sent players to the main event this year. They're going to send more players to the main event this year. The main event just continues to be the consummate competition. It's no re-entry. It's one bullet. It's one chance a year, and either you make it or you don't. And so since 1970, it's the purest competition of the great game that we all love. And I am very honored to be part of World Series of Poker, be part of this community, and for all of you that support not only the main event, but everything World Series of Poker and poker in general. I think poker's in a really great place right now. I think poker has a lot of legs, and I think it's going to continue to grow. And I really admire seeing all of you in this room and seeing, you know, these awards and everybody being recognized for, you know, their contributions to poker. It's really come a long way for us in this industry to recognize us poker people, because we used to just be the poker guys, right? That's what we were. We were the poker guys. Hey, let's don't worry about those poker guys over there. Now people love poker. They embrace poker. They want more poker. And that's not just here in Las Vegas, but that's all over the world. So let's continue to do great things for poker. Let's continue to support all the players that come to play poker. Let's continue to support all the staff and all of you that are here in poker. And on behalf of the World Series of Poker team, thanks a lot for this great trophy. And we'll see everyone at the main event this year.
In 2023, we had to say goodbye to some vital members of the poker community. Let's take a moment to pay tribute to those we lost. Here to accept the Poker Icon Award on behalf of Doyle Brunson, his dear friend, let's welcome once again Maury Eskandani.
This is a gift he gave me. I think it's right for me to wear it for this. The occasion would have been sweeter if he was here and could have accepted. But such is life. I watched him sweating, rail burning him in my 20s. First time I saw him play in a cash game in Lake Tahoe. In 30s, I played in the same room he was playing. And I would watch him from the distance. That's Doyle and Chip. Their love of game, whatever they played, became the games we loved. They played Raz, we started playing Raz. They played stud, we played stud. And in my 40s, I got to actually play with him once in a while and felt like I was walking into a church, watching him, trying to learn everything he was doing. In my 50s, I worked with him, and I got to know him a lot better. He was a man of his word, never late to a promise, always performed what he said, and always full of advice. This is one icon that is really, really hard to match. Thank you.
Thank you, Maury, for that touching tribute. I love the hat with the signed 10 deuce. Absolutely iconic. Now let's hear from Doyle in his own words.
I've come to realize that life experiences are ours to keep and cherish. Permanent gifts like diamonds that sparkle in your head. When I journey back to my college years at Hardin-Simmons, it's as if I can remember it all. The games, the glory, the shots I made, the shots I missed. It all plays out again, brand new, on a basketball court in my mind. I feel you own your experiences. They are yours to keep. What you do now will become a permanent part of you. The good things and the bad things. Think about that as you go through life. I can't tell you that the cards you're dealt will be the ones you want, but whatever they turn out to be, play them wisely and honestly and with passion and pleasure. That's the secret. It's hard to believe it's been a half of a century since Louise and I started our life together in Texas. It seems like yesterday that Todd, Pam, and Cheryl were children. Now they're grown, and I'm blessed that they have turned out so well. It's been a real adventure, and all the experiences, good and bad, blend into incredible remembrances. I think back on why I embraced poker in the first place. It was always challenging, exciting, and rewarding. An ongoing education and emotional adventure that continues to this day. And I am thankful that I chose my own path, or at least followed the path chosen for me and embraced the opportunities that came my way. I still play poker because it energizes me and keeps me thinking young. Sure, the money is part of my motivation to play poker, but there's also the adrenaline rush you get when that last card is turned over. That slight hesitation while your brain takes in all the information, and the thrill of victory if the pot is pushed your way. But I chose the profession of poker for another reason. I play poker because of the freedom. I'm my own boss, set my own hours, choose my own friends, and select my own adversaries. I feel as free as a fluffy white cloud floating in a bright blue sky. That's the most beautiful part of being a gambler, the freedom and the memories.
I had the honor of interviewing Doyle a couple times. Truly something I will never forget. What an impact he had on the poker world. Now, if Doyle were here and heard Best Trophy was a category, I have some thoughts, and he'd have to have some action on it. You know, he'd say the books have the Asian Poker Tour Type A Lion Trophy as a 3-to-1 dog, but I saw a lot of value in taking the Poker Dream Malaysia Dragon Trophy at plus 950. Here are the nominees for Best Trophy.
Fans' Choice, Best Trophy. Asian Poker Tour Taipei Lion Trophy. Mike Sexton WPT Champions Cup. NAPT Las Vegas Main Event Trophy. Poker Dream Malaysia Dragon Trophy. World Series of Poker Main Event Bracelets.
And the winner is the Asian Poker Tour Taipei Lion Trophy. The Asian Poker Tour couldn't be here tonight. Greg will happily accept the award on their behalf.
I'm not doing this just for attention. I'm one of the commentators and hosts for the Asian Poker Tour. I'm Asian. I also play poker, so it seems suitable. I think on behalf of Michael Soiza and the rest of the other co-owners and the founders, I guess, as well, thank you for this award. It means a lot to us. And thank you for putting us on the global stage. Thank you. 谢谢，감사합니다. ありがとうございます. 感恩. Thank you very much.
Since you're such a big part of the tour, do you want to take the actual trophy? Good hustle. Okay, you got it. And now, to get to the very powerful people I'm afraid to make fun of, so I won't. Here are the nominees for Poker Industry Person of the Year.
Industry Person. Ryan Beauregard. Maury Eskandani. Adam Pliska. Francine Watson.
And the winner is Adam Pliska.
It only cost $2.4 million. I appreciate it. First of all, I want to say, if I'm nominated next year, please just give the award to this man right over here, Ryan Beauregard, this guy has worked day and night and has done so much, and I've never seen anybody who cares so much. But you know, I won this award maybe like a decade ago, and it's more special this year. And the reason why I was thinking about this, it was a tough year. I had a really tough year. I mean, there was a lot of great things happened, and we saw with Prime, but you saw, if you follow my Instagram page, you see the dogs. Both of my dogs are gone. There was some health things. My dear mom, who I took care of, passed away. And why is this meaningful to me? Because all of you, as part of the community, have been great, wonderful to work with. It was probably the toughest year of the 21 years, and it reminded me why it's such a great thing to be a part of this amazing community. I love my team, but I love all of you. And so many people talk about the war and everything. You know what? Look around in this room about the extraordinary people, and we frustrate each other when we piss each other off and everything else. But you know what? We have an amazing, amazing careers. We have this amazing opportunity, and I'm just so grateful to all of you and Eric and GPI and all of you who just keep making the magic and pushing things forward. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And now to present the Fans' Choice Award for Best Poker Personality, please welcome, not Andrew Nemi, the other one, two-time GPA winner, Brad Owen.
Thanks, Jeff. Not as many short jokes this year, huh? All right. These individuals have done a tremendous job keeping us entertained while growing the game of poker and racking up millions of views throughout all social media platforms. Here are the nominees for Fans' Choice Poker Personality.
Fans' Choice Poker Personality. Gregory Liao. Greg goes all in. Seth Mola. Sethy Poker. Jonathan Rand. Slow Poker. Alexander Zeicht. Wolfgang Poker.
And the winner is Greg Goes All In.
I won something! Today's been a great day. I also hit 100K subs on YouTube today. This has been like an absolute dream come true. Thank you. This award means a lot to me because it means that I, Greg Goes All In, out of everyone in this room, nay, the entire poker industry, had the best personality. It was a fan's choice. I spammed the voting link a lot more. Like if Wolfgang had just like put a community post about it, we would have gone destroyed. So I'd just like to take a moment to really just congratulate my fellow nominees. Sethy Poker makes fantastic content, so original, so refreshing. Subscribe to Sethy Poker. Slow Poker, honestly, I love you, Brad, but like he's my favorite poker vlogger. It's just so witty. He also has a theater background too. So please subscribe to Slow Poker. Oh, and who can forget Wolfgang, who has amassed hundreds of millions of views from his YouTube shorts. Wolfgang has a great editor. Shout out to Wolfgang. Subscribe to Wolfgang. I'll try to keep this short, but the bartender poured me like a quadruple, so bear with me. I'd like to thank the GPI Awards. It's so beautiful that we get to come here together every year and just celebrate one another's accomplishments. So thank you, GPI Awards and PokerGO. I'd like to thank GG Poker, my sponsor. They reached out to me and invested in me back when I only had 1K subscribers. So thank you to GG Poker, the #1 poker site in the world with the most forward. They're fantastic. Thank you for investing in me. I'd like to thank all my fellow content creators. For just growing the game, inspiring me daily. Particularly, I'd like to thank Brad Owen and Rampage Poker. 3 years ago, I started watching their content, and that's what got me into poker and started my channel. So if it wasn't for them, I don't think I'd be here today. So thank you. And it's just a testament, really, to how much content creators are growing the game in poker. I'd like to thank everyone who's worked on my channel before or is currently working my channel. Special shout out to Simon Steedman, to sorry guys, I'm so nervous. I'm more like, it's better for me when I like conceitedly scripting content in my own apartment than speaking live. I'd like to thank Simon Steedman. I'd like to thank Jamie Bosket and Ivan, my merch guys. I'd like to thank GG Poker and the entire GG team. I'd like to thank Matt Vaughn and Julian Samia, my editor. I'd like to thank my friends out in Toronto who supported me when I first started the channel. I'd like to thank my friends out west who, despite everything I've been doing the past 3 years, have kept me grounded by verbally abusing me every day. I'd like to thank, that's a joke, you can laugh. I'd like to thank my cat, Felton, for reminding me what the most important things in life are. And lastly, I'd like to thank my subscribers and my viewers. The mission statement of Greg Goes All In is to make poker fun for everyone. So thank you for giving me the voice and the platform to do that. I will use this as a card protector forever. Thank you so much.
Now that's a personality. Need more of that in poker. And for the final award of the night, please welcome to the stage my favorite poker personality, Global Poker Award winner, Sarah Herring.
So my husband has presented several awards, and I thought, ooh, like I will really have made it when I present an award. So I was really excited to find out I was presenting tonight. But I also think they saved my award for last so that they could save on the bar tab, because I did not drink very much for this. But in all seriousness, this is a really, really difficult job, and my friend Lynn Gilmartin does it in heels, so shout out to her. Just kidding, you guys, though, but also she is watching. But this is a really hard job. I think people don't give enough credit to how really difficult this is, and these guys are all amazing. The nominees are
Best Broadcaster, Henry Kilbane, Ali Nejad, Jeffrey Platt, Nick Schulman,
okay. It's Ali Nejad.
right. So this is what it feels like to be up here, Jeff. You know something about this. I do first want to begin by saying this is like my 1.5th award of the evening, because I know that Rachel came up here and accepted an award for Best Photograph. I don't know that that was the one that they meant to go with, because there was another iteration of that photo that I felt like maybe played a role in that with my guy Nick, which I really enjoyed, by the way. That was a fantastic photograph. Over 2 decades in poker broadcasting, alongside some of the very people in this room who I'm fortunate enough to call friends. Many of you, first and foremost, thanks to GPI, the Hendon Mob, and Eric Denny for working year-round tirelessly to give us an excuse to come together once a year. You certainly are a safer source of validation than the reply tabs on Twitter for people who do what I do, that's for sure. Certainly acknowledgement and props go to each and every one of the other nominees, all of whom, as I mentioned earlier with Drea, I've had the good fortune to work with. Nick and the Night Shift, obviously Jeff here at PokerGO, Henry over on the Triton Super High Roller Series. Each and every one of you make me better, that's for sure. Thanks to the players for continuing to get up and go to work and give us a job and something to do in an ever increasingly difficult landscape in terms of the game. It was a lot easier 2 decades ago when I first started talking about it, and I continue to marvel and be fascinated by just how amazing you guys are. So thanks for that opportunity. To the 4 different guys who I'm working for right now, I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge each and every one of them. The Triton Super High Roller Series, thank you for keeping my frequent flyer accounts padded 4 times a year. Paul Pua, Richard Yong, Andy Wong, to GG Poker, Michael Kim, and Spunky Huang, who Greg knows something about, for tapping me to be among the ambassadors for them. To PokerGO and this studio, and 7 or 8 years ago, Kerry Katz, having this little dream, Dan Gotti, and of course Maury Eskandani, who is, without running into him on a cruise ship in 2003, I think it was, playing 75-150 limit hold'em and having him randomly bring up that he was going to be doing poker-related content, and then going, I may be your guy, and walking up to his suite and showing him my demo reel from work I'd done outside of poker as a young man, and my resume, and him going, come with me, and basically grabbing me by the hand, and 20 years on, kind of being the genesis of this moment, I wouldn't be here, so thank you to Maury. Also, a little bit of an unsung kind of recent outfit that I want to give a shout out to, because it's really a great little place if you ever manage to go there. Ashkan Bahi and Songul Beckham over at Merit Poker in Cyprus, Northern Cyprus to be specific. I actually get on a plane and go out there multiple times a year to do a stream that they're building, and it's great fun, and I promise you that the game is alive and well with good opportunities for those who are willing to fly 20 hours and get involved in some of those games. Talon McCarran and Norman Chad, in particular, pioneers of this industry, I think absolutely under-acknowledged, under-recognized, and deserving of their throne, and absolutely, stalwarts of our industry, who, I'm happy to have been able to watch and kind of work alongside each and every year, because truth be told, I don't know that the Night Shift is prime time ready at any point. They're a little bit more buttoned up. And last but by no means least, to the poker fans out there, whose at times reluctant appetite for my occasionally irreverent brand of poker commentary continues to mean that I get to do what I do. And of course, to each and every one of you in this room who work in various capacities to support, at times in a very unsung manner, this little thing that we have that continues to persevere year in and year out in the face of tremendous amounts of adversity and challenges. My deepest and personal thank you to each and every one of you as well, and thank you so much for this award. Thanks, guys.
I think Ali is one of the best broadcasters in the world. I don't have to qualify that with anything poker-related. Somebody I've looked up to for a long time. 4 employers must be nice. Unbelievable. That will do it for our show this evening. Thanks to you all for being here. Thanks to everybody for watching at home. For our entire crew, for Dre Renee, I'm Jeff Platt. We'll see you next time at the Global Poker Awards.